Hey everyone, since my old tutorial on how to build a working elevator in Fortnite is pretty outdated, I decided to make a new one. I'm going to show two different ways of doing this. The first way, which is the easiest, is what you see on screen right now. The elevator just instantly takes you to the floor you click on. The second way, which is on screen right now, is a little more difficult to do. The elevator doors actually close instead of instantly taking you to the next floor, so it's a bit more realistic than the first way. Grab the elevator prop from the Neo Tilted Props Gallery and the elevator door from Neo Tilted Gallery B. Next, grab a button and resize and rotate it so it fits in your elevator. Place down one button for every floor you want the elevator to travel to. If you want, you can change the interact text to what floor the button takes you to. Set each button to a different channel. To keep things easy, I'm using channels 1, 2, and 3. Next, get a teleporter. Change the teleporter group and teleporter target group to none, visible in game, play visual effects, and play sound effects to no, and teleport to when receiving from channel 1. Put the teleporter in the center of the elevator. Then, multi-select everything and place it down as many times as you need. Now it's time to change the teleporter settings for each floor. Basically, whatever channel is on the button for each floor of the elevator, set the teleporter on that same floor to the same channel. So for example, the button for the third floor of my elevator is set to channel 3, so I'm going to set the teleporter on the third floor to channel 3. If you're on the first floor of the elevator, you shouldn't be able to press the button to go to the first floor. So the last thing we need to do is remove the channel settings from buttons that would take you to the current floor. For example, on the first floor, I'm removing the channel settings for the first button, and on the second floor, I'm removing the channel settings for the second button, and so on. So that's all you need to do for the simple way of making the elevator. In game now, it should work. So for the more complicated elevator, we just need to make a few changes to this first design. Multi-select everything in the elevator and place it down in a different hidden area. Grab an elevator door from the Neo Tilted Props Gallery. Remove the channel settings from the buttons in that elevator. Change the teleport channel to whatever you want, but I'm going to use channel 100. If you want there to be elevator music, you can place a radio on top of the elevator. You can choose whatever song you want, but I think that electric jazz sounds the most like elevator music. Make sure to set the audio distance to 1. Next, place down a trigger. Set trigger sound and trigger VFX to disabled and visible in game to no. For the channel settings, have it trigger when receiving from whatever channel your first button is set to, so for me, channel 1, and have it trigger on the channel you set the new teleporter to, so for me, channel 100. So now you need to do this for every floor of the elevator. So for me, my second floor is channel 2, so channel 2 needs to transmit on 100, and my third floor is channel 3, so channel 3 needs to transmit on 100. So now whenever you press a button in the elevator, it's going to send you to the new elevator we just built. However, it's also going to try and send you to the original teleporters, so we need to change that. I'm copying our original trigger, but changing it to transmit on a new channel. I'm also adding a 3-second delay. So now I'm changing the first floor teleporter to the same channel as that new trigger. And now we need to do the same thing for the rest of the floors. So after that, you're done. When you start game, it should work. Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.